Hello everyone, my name is Karan Masru. Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to look at the solution of the problem, that is transform to prime. First of all, let us start by understanding the question. What does question say? Given an array of n integers, find the minimum positive integer to be inserted in array so that sum of all the elements of the array becomes prime. So basically we are given an array of n integers and we need to tell what positive minimum number we can add insert to an array so that sum of all the elements of the new array, that is all the elements of the old array plus the new element which we inserted, that sum value becomes prime. Now one thing which I would like to tell you here is that it is said minimum positive number, so ideally it should start from 1, but for the test cases which are given in the question, 0 is also allowed. Okay, so let's look at this. For n equals to 5, let's say these are the 5 elements, so the sum of these elements is 32. Now what is the smallest number which we can add to 32 so that it becomes prime is 5. When you add 5 to the array, the total sum becomes 37, which is a prime number. Okay, similarly here the total is 13 and you do not need to add anything. 13 is already prime. You don't need to read input or print anything. Your task is to complete the function minimum number that takes array and integer n as input parameters and returns the minimum positive number to be inserted in the array so as to make it sum a prime number. The expected time complexity is n log n and expected auxiliary space is constant. So now if we think about solving this problem, so basically see, we are given n elements in the array and we need to tell what minimum element can we add new to the array such that summation of the array elements plus that new element, this total sum becomes prime. Okay, so we need to tell what this new element can be. It can be any integer greater than equal to 0. Now in the question it is also said that the sum of elements of the array is less than equal to 10 to the power 6. Okay, and the expected time complexity given is n log n. So what we can basically do is, using sieve of Erynthosis, we can find out all the prime numbers from 0 to 10 to the power 6 log 10 to the power 6 time. Okay, so how does it work? So basically we take a prime array of size 10 to the power 6 plus 1 and mark all of them as 1 initially. If p of I is 1 finally, it means it is a prime number. If p of I is 0 finally, it means it is not a prime number. Okay, so initially we assume all of them are prime numbers. Then we mark 0 and 1 as non-prime numbers. And then from 2 onwards, what we do is we'll run a loop from 10 to the power 6. Okay, so I equals to 2 till I square is less than equal to 10 to the power 6, I plus plus. Okay, and if p of I is 1, it means if I is a prime number, then what we do is we run another for loop from I square to 10 to the power 6. Okay, and j plus is equals to I, basically all the multiples of I starting from I square. So if I is a prime number, we mark all the multiples of I starting from I square. So I square, then we do plus I. So I square plus I square plus 2I, all of them we mark as p of j as 0. Why? Because if I is a prime number, then its multiples are not a prime number, right? We are not going to go in the proof of this, but this basically runs in 10 to the power 6 log 10 to the power 6 time. Okay, and it will basically mark all the elements whether they are prime or not in the array p. Okay, then what we can do is, so for example how it works is basically, let's say we have 11 elements. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so first of all it assumes all of them to be prime and then it marks 0 and 1 as not prime. Okay, so I'll mark 0 in this and all of them as 1. Okay, so these are all prime numbers. Okay, where finally we would get 1. Now starting from I equals to 2, if p of I is 1, means 2 is a prime number. Starting from I square, I'll go up to 10 to the power 6. Here I'll go till 11. So I square is what? 4. So 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8 and 8 plus 2 10. All of this I'll mark as 0 because these are multiples of 2 and 2 is a prime, so this can't be prime. Then I'll go to I equals to 3. P of I is 1 means it's a prime number. I square is 9. So I'll mark this as 0, because if this is prime, its multiple can't be prime. Then I'll go to I equals to 4, but P of I is 0. It is not 1. Okay. So we'll not go inside the loop. Then we'll go to, then we'll not move forwards, because outer for loop is I square less than 10 to power 6. Here it will be I square less than equal to 11. So it will go only up till 3. Okay. So here if you see 0, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, these are marked as zeros because these are not prime. 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11 are marked as 1 because these are prime. Once we do that, what we basically do is we calculate the sum of array elements. So we run a for loop and calculate the sum of the given array elements. Okay. Now let's say that I is a prime number greater than equal to sum. Okay. So for I equals to sum, because it is greater than equal to sum, I is less than equal to 10 to power 6, I plus plus. Okay. So as soon as we encounter the first number which is prime, if P of I equals to 1. Why first number? Because we want to find the smallest integer which can be added to the array to make it a prime number. So if P of I equals to 1, then what is the number which I need to add to the array? It is I minus sum. Okay, so this will be the smallest number which I need to return, such that if P of I is the smallest number greater than equal to sum, which is a prime number, then I minus sum is the new element which I need to add to the array. So I will return this. What will be the time complexity? This will be 10 to power 6 log 10 to power 6, and this will be 10 to power 6 size for loop. Okay, so ultimately it will be 10 to power 6 log 10 to power 6 base 2, and this will be time complexity. And what would be auxiliary space? It will be big O of 10 to power 6, because I am taking one array of size 10 to power 6. Now let's look at its actual implementation. So if we look at the actual implementation, so I have taken one P array of size 10 to power 6 plus 1, in which I will mark the numbers as prime. In the input we are given array and n. I have first of all marked all the numbers as prime. Then I have said 0 and 1 are not prime. And then this is the for loop which I said. So accordingly, after I come out of these for loops, all the numbers will be marked as prime or not primes. Okay. Then I have taken one variable sum, in which I will store the sum of all the array elements. And then I will start from the sum and go up till 10 to power 6 to find the nearest prime number greater than equal to sum. Whenever I find that prime number, the new number which I need to add to the array is I minus sum, and I will return it. Okay. Now let's submit this code. So let's submit it. Okay, so we have solved this question successfully. I hope you understood the solution completely. Thank you.